Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a belated Forgotten North Gaming podcast. Good evening, Sib. Good evening, Stan.
Good
Evening, mate.
How are we both?
I'll let Stan go first.
I'm all right. You know. Getting on.
Sorry, we're laughing. In-house joke. We've had some technical difficulties this evening, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Technical difficulties.
Well, I'm also all right because I've been told I'm not going to die of my chest infection.
Good.
So, yeah, I just got to get over this cough.
Well, the bad news is he owes 300 quid for the suit I bought.
Yeah. The squig suit specifically bought just for the funeral.
Yeah. Terrible.
Oh, get in.
So
God
we're here
damn
tonight
it.
to talk about our next big event.
Oh, very, very exciting podcast. I think everyone can agree. We are here to launch our third Forgotten North Gaming GT. Third one.
Yep. We've done 3 and we still haven't came up with a tagline for them. So I'm going to dub it Return of the Savoy Dip.
Return of the Savoy Dip. It's like Sith, only much more aggressive.
But anyway, back onto keep you on track.
Our third Forgotten North Gaming GT is at the same venue, so the Britannia Hotel. Details will be linked at some point somewhere. But for those who are going to be returning, it's the same venue for the last 2. We've got it's an excellent venue, and we've got a really good relationship with them. So I'm very excited to be going back to the Britannia Hotel in Newcastle Airport.
Oh, it's a cracking venue.
It ticks every box.
And it's huge. The space is huge. 360 access to the tables, bar in the room.
We have it for
and
3 days.
Accommodation on site, so you never have to leave the hotel for the event if you don't have to. I just think it's such an incredible package.
And the Saturday night carvery.
And the Saturday night carvery, which we will all come on to. So, third GT, Britannia Hotel, 15th and 16th of November this year.
It will sell out. Get your tickets.
Will sell out.
We have increased capacity slightly, but
yes,
it wouldn't be enough to cover the reserve list from May.
Yeah, I think that's the important part. We have done our best to increase capacity. We have
without compromise. Without compromise,
you're absolutely right, because actually the room is big enough easily to fit over 100 people in. However, we will not compromise the 360 access and the side tables, which I think are such an important and intrinsic part of the event.
Yeah, it's the nice touch.
Yeah. So it's 2 days, as we mentioned, 2,000 points, 15th, 16th of November. The big difference, I think, on this one is that we require armies to be fully painted, which we didn't on our previous events.
Yeah, I've had 18 months plus. So even my son Jack can get an army painted in that time. So nobody else has got an excuse.
I think as well, the Beastmen at the time of recording, Beastmen are just about to be, well, they've been on pre-order, so they're just about to come out.
Yep, they're a week away.
And the only then army that isn't out that's been announced is Cathay. So it is now the start of June. You have more than enough months to get any army painted to just base level.
Base level. Yeah.
5 months. If you've got 5 months to get a Cathay or Beastman army painted up, if that's what you're going to go with.
I mean, even I'll have the Beastman army painted by then.
If anyone's got questions, drop us an email, and we can advise.
As ever, email.
Or hit the comments below.
Facebook Messenger. Oh yes, indeed, comments below. We will always respond to comments on YouTube.
Yeah, and whilst we're on, like, subscribe.
Indeed. Yes, Thank you, Sib. Absolutely. It does help. It does help us a lot as we're trying to continue to produce some stuff and obviously run these events, which we want to do more and more of in the future.
The other big thing with this is we haven't launched the pack yet.
No, I think we couldn't have timed this recording sort of too much better. GW have obviously just announced the forthcoming match play guide and FAQ, which they insinuate is going to be quite a big update.
Yeah. So
means we want to reflect that in the rules pack. We don't want to be caught with our trousers down and have to change things. So whilst the tickets are going on sale, and we know the headlines of it, the rules pack will come out just after the match play guide, and when we're happy with what is in there.
Yeah, I think
to adopt it.
Exactly that. Like, we will align with whatever GW released. Obviously, we haven't seen it, so we don't know if there's going to be options for how they do things or etc. But we're launching the event. We know it's going to be 2,000 points. We know it's fully paid. We know when it's going to be. We will align with whatever the GW match play and FAQs are. Like, we'll just follow the live rules.
If there's anything crazy in there, we'll not be adopting it. We'll be very, very cautious on.
As we've said, sort of, I think throughout, if we can play the game, rules is written that GW intend, like, I'd rather have whatever comp GW insist on and play the game that we, like, everyone can pick up the rules and play the same game.
Yeah, like, obviously from what we've discussed, I'm expecting some sort of variation on the rules we've already seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like GW have been, like, obviously they did the Throne of Skulls, which is what we kind of then adopted. They've released that little High Elf scenario teaser where the scoring is core. So we've got some suspicions about the type of things that will be on it, which I think is really positive. And I think a lot of tournament organisers out there, when speaking to them as well, if GW can bring out this pack and it all makes sense and it's good, like, aligning everyone playing the same rules and comps and tournaments can only be good for the entire scene, in my opinion.
Yeah,
totally.
We all want to play the game that GW put out there, not some other person's interpretation of it.
Oh, yeah, so well said. Yeah,
one of the reasons why we haven't really adopted the legacy, not the legacy faction, the help us out
the
Renegade.
Square-based Renegades.
Yeah, we haven't adopted the Renegades packs. We've probably all got different thoughts and feelings on it, but we're going to stay pure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So links will be in description below for the Eventbrite. Tickets go on sale as this video goes live. I would absolutely recommend getting them as soon as you can, based on how well they sold out last time.
Yeah, and in line with inflation, we're not going to raise the price. It's going to be value.
Exactly.
Value.
We are protecting your pockets, ladies and gentlemen.
Like a true politician, Sib is sort of telling the truth.
It's these notes that you provided us here.
Yeah.
Some of the ticket bundles have actually gone up in price because of errors in the pricing, and other ones have actually come down in price. So it all balances out.
Yeah, can I just claim I meant the ticket?
The ticket, yes. The ticket. So with that in mind, as any returning attendees will know, but if anyone new, we do offer multiple bundles for tickets through Eventbrite, which also encompass hotel stays for the Friday or the Saturday, or both. A meal on the Saturday night is now included in the bundle, Stan, is that right?
No, the meal
will be separate.
Is an add-on.
Right.
So the bundles are, well, you've got your single ticket, you've got Friday night and Saturday night accommodation with either one or two tickets, depending on what sort of room it is. You've got one or two tickets and just a Saturday room, again, a double room or a twin room. Then the add-ons are the meal on the Saturday night. And do you want to cover the other two, Scott? The brand new add-ons.
Oh, brand new add-ons. These are very exciting, to be fair. I will just add on to the one that stands, I think, underplayed, which is the Saturday night meal, has been so popular on both the GT's runs so far. It's been such a good laugh on that Saturday night. So I would absolutely recommend that add-on to anyone who just wants to drink some beers, eat some food, and chat Warhammer. Sorry, Matt?
Solid bait it is.
Oh, yeah. Yes, so the other add-ons, we're very excited to announce that we will, for anyone who doesn't have them through our previous giveaways, we will be, you can add on and purchase our branded template set. So Blast templates of both sizes and the Flame template with the Forgotten North branding and the Arc of Sight. And who doesn't need and love an Arc of Sight? So if you
small
do,
and large templates.
Indeed. So if you don't have them already, they're available as an add-on to the ticket. And also, for the first time, we will also be offering Forgotten North dice as an add-on to your ticket as well. And they can be purchased via the many different options there on Eventbrite. They be black dice with white pips and the Forgotten North symbol on your 6.
There will be a picture of them up. I think we decided on they're going to be packs of 15 dice, so you get a canny few, and they are going to be at a pre-order price. So we will have some available at the event to buy, but they will be slightly more expensive. Just pre-ordering them helps us bulk buy
and
them
I think the reason they're going to be sold on 15s is because people may or may not be getting a certain little gift alongside their ticket when they join, when they purchase a ticket.
I wonder what that gift could be.
I know. I keep these things like a true Santa. I keep these things just close, but the bad people don't get them. Only the good people.
So you, Shane Baxter. and if you're a good boy, I'll microwave your dice for you. So they're much better.
There will be pictures of the prototypes we've had.
The prototypes are really nice dice, to be honest.
Which I've got to look at. If you look at that symbol there, it might be on the dice.
Yeah. And then I think the other one, sort of to touch on for anyone who hasn't attended before, even just to remind anyone who has, is the option of attending the venue on the Friday the 14th.
Yeah, the Friday night is great. Lots of pickup games. All the tables are there and they're free to use, so there's no charge or anything like that. You can drink at the bar, play some Warhammer. We might do a few fun games as well, depending on what the take-up is and how many people get there.
I was blown away with how many people were there with pickup games on the last one, to be honest.
At one point I walked in and there must have been six games going on.
It's crazy. It was amazing. But it would be, we'll be there anyway. We'll have set the room up on the afternoon. So people are more than welcome to come down any time on the Friday night.
I would say from about 4:30.
Yeah.
To give us time to get in and just get it done.
And more importantly, if you get there prior to 6 or 7, you can get a pint of Tetley's or a pint of Carlsberg for only £2.20 a pint, ladies and gentlemen. £2.20 a pint.
Value.
What are you people doing? Be there and be drunk.
Not guaranteed, because the offer might change by November. That's out of our control.
That's very true. But if it does change, I'll be gutted.
We'll be very upset.
Because I really enjoyed my £2.20 pints of Tetley's.
And so did certain Yorkshiremen.
Well, us people born in Yorkshire are just good salt of the earth people who enjoy your Tetley's. And more importantly, we enjoy a cheap pint. That's what we enjoy. So yes, it's we don't have loads of details to share, I suppose. But
do you want to do a quick recap then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got
the date. Oh no, you've got all the information. Date.
15th and 16th of November.
Flat ticket price.
£55.
Yeah. Extra night on the Friday is free of charge. Come along, get drunk, have fun.
Absolutely.
Giveaways.
Attendance is free, not the actual stay in the hotel. I just hasten to add.
I sleep under the tables. They'll never find you.
Yeah, that's feasible.
That's where I'm going.
Nah.
Giveaways. Yes, as an all-over event, everyone will walk away with something.
And maybe something we haven't touched on is we're looking once again to get some kind of price support, or maybe even have a shop support us on the day. So, just bringing a little bit more to the event.
Yeah. Yep.
We do have first, second, and third prizes lined up.
I'm very excited about the prizes.
I'm excited for them.
Very excited about the prizes this time. But I will also then just throw out there as a recap: armies must be fully painted this time. I think on the last event there was only, to be fair, out of the 40 armies, I think there was about 5 unpainted. Maybe it was a huge minority, which is excellent to see. So hopefully those few players who don't have their armies painted yet, this might be the G up to get them painted in the next 5 months.
And we're only expecting very free colour, tabletop standard. It doesn't have to be a Van Gogh. Doesn't have to be hung in the Louvre afterwards.
Yeah.
Just what GW's battle ready.
Yeah. If anyone's seen any of my models, essentially that's all we're asking for, because that's as good as I get.
And just look up any Slapchop video going, and you'll be able to turn an army out in about a week. Or DM Shane Baxter.
Really excited about it. I'm so pleased that we've got this ongoing now relationship with the Britannia Hotel. It's a fantastic venue with loads of space, very, very competitively priced rooms, very competitively priced alcohol, which is a big deal.
Big car park.
Massive car park, which also is free for all event attendees.
And if you want to fly, you can just land there.
I mean, you're flying in. Obviously, we're at the airport. If you're getting the train into Newcastle, it's incredibly easy to get to and from the train station.
Yeah, there's a metro that takes you straight up there.
And it is straight from a car point of view. It's incredibly easy to get to. We couldn't have found a better venue, and we intend to run events at this venue for as long as possible.
As long as they'll have us.
As long as they'll have us. As long as you people keep buying tickets, as long as they'll keep letting us come, we'll be there. So
now, we know for the Southerners that Newcastle is a long way up north.
Yeah.
But we want to make the trip as great as possible for you. So if it is a long drive, come on the Friday night as well. But definitely consider it. Definitely get up.
Come make the most of it. It's a great weekend. I think we're expecting hopefully more of our northern brethren from Scotland down this time as well.
Yeah.
And it's not something we're advertising, but we'll say if anyone is coming from further away and they want to stay on the Sunday night as well, drop us a PM and we might be able to sort something out for you. No promises, but we can ask the questions.
Yeah, we'll do our best to help. The venue's incredibly accommodating. We've got a really good relationship, so we will be able to help if that's the case, I think. So, final reminder, 15th and 16th of November, and the 14th if you want to join us for a social event, which I would absolutely recommend for anyone who wants to.
Tickets on Eventbrite.
Tickets are on Eventbrite. Link will be in the description as well. We'll add it to... we'll be running the event through BCP. 2,000 points, 5 games, 2 days, fully painted armies. Any other comps and sort of FAQs, etc., will all come into play once GW announce this match play and FAQ, which I, for one, am incredibly excited about.
I'm excited.
I'm not excited. I'm going kind of red in the face.
Yeah, I'm looking a bit red here as well, but maybe it's just because I'm so excited about our third.
We had a week of sun in the north
event.
Yep. So,
that doesn't seem right. It's raining.
Yeah. With that said, do we want to talk about the new book a little bit? I mean, I know it's been
what we hope
online,
for.
Yeah, our hopes and prayers rather than just going over what's in it.
Oh, what do I hope for? I hope infantry are better.
I don't think that's going to be. I think that's going to be an FAQ.
That's oh yes, sorry. In the FAQ, I was thinking of the whole package. In the match play guide, what do I hope GD release? Scenarios or sort of missions which they've obviously sort of essentially said they're going to, which I think is really positive. What about you? Some sort of standardized comp pack.
Well, it sounds like there's 3 ways to play.
Yeah, an easy, a mid, and a hard mode.
Well, I think it'll be totally uncomped, out of the box, and go wild, you crazy madman. And then then the other two will be some versions of comps around
And I think
how you build.
that's obviously what. Obviously, I haven't seen the book. We don't know what's coming. Like, that's one of the reasons we can't announce anything yet. But I think having an official standardized comp is got to be good for this the community for me.
I mean, there's two things I'm looking forward to in this book. First is the terrain placement. So I don't think that the rules for kind of terrain placement were great in the rule book.
Hence why we produce maps.
Yeah, so as I said, I don't know which terrain placement system we went with, but we kind of just balanced the tables out a little bit. But it would be nice to see.
We generally ignored the nothing within 12 inches of the centre.
Yeah.
To a point.
So I'd definitely like to see what they're going to come out with a better terrain placement system.
Agreed. I agree with that for sure.
I'm also hoping that somewhere in this book is a better scoring system, because one of my, like, the biggest thing that does me in the system is kill 75% of the unit, get 25% of its value. What happened to the 50%, 50%?
Yeah, I hope there's some sort of update to the scores, because I think the score system as it is now, that pretty much every top user has been around for so long.
Yeah.
That or it's just a win-loss draw.
Yeah, and points for monsters.
I was just going to say that. I hope there's points as you kill things in general, like individual models as well.
There is a scoring system in there, but I know what you're saying, like around not so much the scoring system per se, but how you earn points.
Yeah. And hopefully that might be updated, which will be really just interesting as well, and change how we play the game, like at a tournament level.
Yeah,
like you get a dragon down to 2 wounds. You should get something for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think at our last event, Richie was playing someone, I can't think who, sorry. And the only thing left alive was a dragon at the end of the game, and I had 1 wound.
And
he got nothing for it, and I think if we had have killed that, he might have even pipped Steve to second.
Was it Sam?
No, I don't think it was. I can't remember.
Anyway, that's by
either way. But I'm with you, Sib. I think a bit of an update or a zhuzh to the scoring system would be lovely if GW did that in the pack.
I mean, I'm not asking for quarters back again, and I'm not asking for like scenario points and stuff like that. Although with the new Beastman Codex, there's 200 points in there for the what's it called, the Braystone, Herdstone.
I also, to be fair though, in that brief announcement they did put out, they did mention the beast, like sort of missions, secret missions and scenarios in there, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, it's in the contents page. There's scenarios. So it sounds like there's missions and then there's scenarios on top of missions.
Yeah.
And then possibly even secret objectives on top of that.
Secondaries,
Yeah.
So possibly 3 ways to score.
I mean, I think that's all very exciting, which is why we're going to have a good ponder through it, and we will do another video, obviously, as soon as that match play guide's out and we've digested it.
Mm-hmm.
Just our general thoughts about the whole thing, but also then like how we're going to, what options from that match play we're going to use.
I mean,
there's the Forgotten North event.
There's 10 pages that we're not going to touch, and that's doubles and team events. But there's definitely some content in there to get us through.
Maybe one for the future.
Yeah, even just the stuff on organising an event, there might be some gems in there.
Oh, for sure. I'm super looking forward to it. Like the one they released of this, back in 6th, wasn't it? The last time they released something like this.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It's just really, I'm just really looking forward to it.
But again, it's another, and I love this, and off topic but on topic. It's a 48-page book. It'll have a relatively probably low price point, like an Arcane Journal.
50 of that.
But I've noticed in the Heresy, for Horus Heresy version 3, they've adopted the journal model.
I think it works. I know it's got its critics, but I think it works. I think the system works. The fact that we've had almost religious FAQs now every 6 months, I think is really good.
Mm-hmm. And the majority of them have been okay.
Yeah, Yeah, look, there's been some things in the FAQs that I've not personally loved, but I can happily park that because I'm just so pleased to see the engagement from GW continuing to support the hobby that we love.
Because I think
It's fantastic.
One of the discussions we had was about changing the 20-0 system to a 17-3 with 3 points for scenarios.
Yeah, and that might be that's a pretty common scoring system. It's what the WTC use essentially. It's what some the guys across in Cardiff use, and it's what the ninth age effectively used to a point. Who knows if that's what GW might do something similar to that? We just don't know. But I think
we'll just see and
we'll see.
decide what works best. And as usual, if we make some incorrect calls or that don't work, we're not too proud to change it for the next one.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously with the match play doc guide, we've got, as GW have already essentially said, the next FAQ as well.
Yeah.
And who knows what that'll change relatively. Like I say, I'm hoping there's going to be a little bit of something to it.
The tease that there's going to be an article about it.
I know. Then you get that article released, god damn it.
I was hoping that was going to be this week.
It might be this weekend.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I hope all of this comes out before Cafe and not after it.
Yeah, agreed.
Because I think the tournament scene is going to be hanging on a knife edge until it comes out.
Well, I think I'm with you because I think since it's been announced, essentially, every tournament player and organizer is now just waiting on tenterhooks.
Yeah, I think thinking about it, it's not going to be this weekend because they've announced the pre-orders. So it might go on. This is what's coming next week on Sunday.
I hope so.
The article drops on the 12th or 13th for the pre-order on the 14th, and then it comes out on general release on the 28th.
With the FAQ on PDF.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the FAQ drops. The FAQ might drop before it. The FAQ might drop when it goes on pre-order.
I suppose, yeah, it might drop as part of the pre-order thing, but they're going to come out at a similar time, aren't they, based on what you said? And like, I, for one, think it's a really positive thing. And I'm very looking forward to it.
I love the term some targeted tweaks to the core rules.
Yeah, it's a hook that's been dangled, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think everyone out there, everyone who's playing this game loves the game, but everyone who's playing the game just wants 4 or 5 things changed.
Yeah.
Just to there's some silliness.
Yeah, I actually think it's, give or take, the best first edition of a game that they've probably released. Is my honest opinion.
I've played since 2nd edition, and it's easily my favourite.
Yeah, I think it does everything that 6th did well, for the most part. Or most of the things 6th did well, with elements of what 8th did well. And I'm hoping they've further incorporated bits and pieces of that through the last 2 FAQs. And I'm hoping that they continue to do that on this newest FAQ.
Yeah. I mean, it's become a rank and flank game because you can't just trash a unit in one turn and be gone.
Yeah.
You've got to start thinking about that 2nd and 3rd round after the combat.
If infantry get that little something, then it'll be great.
I think this could be a real meta change in FAQ alongside the match play guide, I think.
I mean, don't get us wrong. I don't want to see dragons go away.
No, absolutely not.
I actually love the game because it's got its big monsters in there, its showpieces and stuff like that. So I don't want dragons to go away. I just don't want them to destroy everything without blinking an eye.
Yeah, one thing that was wrong with 8th edition was that you didn't see monsters on the table ever because they just died immediately. Maybe there's been a little hero hammer at the minute, which I don't have a huge problem with. It's been nice to play that stuff after so long. Mm-hmm. You want a balance where there's a real significant role for infantry, for rank and file, for fast skirmish and carve, etc., and for monsters.
And I know I live in fear of of the notorious GW double
Balance.
nerf of when, say, they decide dragons are too overpowered and they'll hit them with a nerf, but then they'll also give infantry a massive boost, which is almost like a second nerf to the monsters. So
I
hopefully
suppose
it is
that
targeted.
is the fear, but I'm hoping they've so far, to be fair to them, they've done a good job overall. So I'm positive about what they're going to do this next one.
I'm confident. I just hope it's more on the light side, and then they can go, we'll look again in January if it hasn't quite, rather than hitting them with a baseball bat, kicking them while they're down.
Here's a first draft of changes. There might be a second.
Yeah, I think, and I think, except I've not agreed with everyone that they've done by any stretch in the last 2 FAQs, but there have been predominantly more lighter touch versions rather than just wholesale whoppers.
Yeah.
Now, I understand they've got 2 writers, and I'm hoping it's the writer that done the Beast book and the Bretonian book, and not the guy who done the High Elf and Empire book that's done this.
See, this is something that we've discussed about. Depending on what happens, that attitude might change quite rapidly, depending on what happens in this FAQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If infantry suddenly become the monkey's nuts, that
High Elves become King Dicks. Because they've got the best infantry in the game.
Yeah.
Arguably. I mean, obviously Undead have got the best infantry in the game because we're just the superior race in every way, shape and form.
Go away.
No.
Stan, can you disconnect them?
Yeah.
Pull the plug.
That's why I have to host it, so you can't just kick us out.
Then he could go and join his undead minions.
Yeah. That's just down Wall's End Shopping Centre, is it?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
The man that cosplays as Archean at the weekend.
Not just the weekend. Aye.
Just turn up at work. You fitted your car with manticore wings.
Exactly. If it's good enough for Arcan, it's good enough for this guy. Loyal follower of our Lord and Saviour, Nagash. Well, I think with that in mind, guys, unless you've got anything else that you think we need to touch on, a lot of exciting times and unknowns coming up, which I think is, you can be looking at it with a bit of trepidation, but I think it's very exciting with the FAQ.
I would say,
match play.
As a tease, we're toying with some little ideas to bring out more regular content.
I'm glad you said that.
Watch this space for that.
Yeah, we have realised that we've got a channel, we've got a bit of a following, but we're not really giving you as much content. So we're going to start a bit more, seeing if we can get something up at least on a monthly basis. We're not going to try to rewrite everything that's been done everywhere else. You know, it won't be like Army Journal reviews, deep dives and stuff like that. We're going to try to do something a little bit different, but bring our cheeky attitudes along.
And if you hopefully like listening to some random northern nerds talk Warhammer, this is going to be the place for you.
Definitely. And, you might get 2 of us, you might get 3, you might get 4.
Yeah, we'll try to get Andrew back on at some point.
Yeah. We do think he's not joined because he's essentially operating on some sort of Amstrad.
Yes, he's had technical issues.
Yeah. It's from Birmingham. We've got a block on anyone who's not from the actual north getting back on.
Yeah.
It's South Shields. They're still in dial-up mode house.
Yeah. But again, one final reminder, everyone, all the information will be in the description at the bottom. Please, any questions, comment, like, subscribe, as Sib said earlier. Email, Facebook, the lot. 15th and 16th of November, 2 days, 5 games, 2,000 points, fully painted. Hosted by ourselves at the Britannia Hotel at Newcastle Airport. Friday the 14th is an open social night. We'd love to have as many people there as want to come down for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions? Facebook, email, carrier pigeon,
smoke signals,
Nagash.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, this will all be out live, and tickets are live from this weekend. As this goes live, what will that date be? And
I'm not
please, like
supposed
I
to
say, don't
Be the 8th.
the 8th.
On
Don't
Saturday.
hold back on getting your
Is
tickets.
it?
I would encourage
No,
No,
people.
it's the 7th. I think it's going out Saturday the 7th. Are we supposed to pretend this is live?
Yeah, well,
No.
nah. Get your tickets when they go live, ladies and gentlemen, because they went well last time, and we want to make sure we can offer you the. We don't like to see people disappointed.
11 o'clock on Saturday.
So get them while they're hot, and we will see you a lot sooner than last time on the next one.
Yep.
See you. Thanks a lot,
Good
lads.
night, everyone.
Thanks for watching.
Good night.
Good night.